You got 3 ID, 2 clearance light, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, amber in color. Look up on the bottom, I see no drips, no portals, nothing hanging. Fender mirror, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Headlight, high beam, low beam, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lens intact, clear in color. 4-way flasher, turn signals, marker lights, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, amber in color. If I had fog lights, they will be down now. Hoses, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. Alternator, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Alternator is belt driven. My belt, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. I should have no more than 3/4 of an inch of play when I press in center. My alternator wire, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. Coolant reservoir, properly mounted and secured, cap is on tight. All filler tube cap, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, cap is on tight. My air compressor and power steering pump, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I hear or see no leaks. My dipstick, properly mounted and secured. I will pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out again, check it. If I needed to add oil, I will add oil in 1 gallon increments in my oil filler tube cap. Water pump, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My water pump is belt driven. My belt, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. I should have no more than 3/4 of an inch of plate when pressed in center. Hoses, properly mounted and secured. I hear or see no leaks. Coolant reservoir, properly mounted and secured. Oh, power steering reservoir, I'm sorry. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. The lines was above the add mark. Power steering hoses, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. I see no leaks. Steering shaft, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. U-joints, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed, not missing any nuts or bolts. Gearbox, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I see no leaks. Pitman on, drag link, tie rod in. All are properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Castle nuts and Carter keys are present. Spring mount, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not missing any nuts or bolts. Leaf spring, properly mounted and secured, not shifted or missing. U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, not missing any nuts or bolts. Shock absorber, properly mounted and secured, not missing any nuts or bolts, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and no leaks. Spring hanger, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Brake air hose, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. I hear no leaks. Brake chamber, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I hear no leaks, not missing any nuts or bolts. Push rod, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, or bent. It should have no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. Slack adjuster, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Brake lining and brake drum, properly mounted and secured, not worn dangerously thin, and I see no contaminants such as oil and grease. My tire, I see no bulges, not cut, cracked, or frayed. Tread depth shouldn't be no less than 432, evenly worn all the way across. My tire is properly seated to the rim. My rim, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I see no illegal welds. My bolt holes are behind my lug nut, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Lug nuts, properly mounted and secured, not missing any, I see no shiny thread or rust streaks to indicate looseness. Hub, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Hub seal, properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed, and there's no leaks. Metal valve stem, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. The cap is on tight. And if I needed to add air, I would add up to 110 PSI with the air pressure gauge. Part B starts right here at this turn signal. Four-way flasher, marker light. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, amber in color. Mirror bracket and mirror. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I see, and I'm not missing any nuts or bolts. Door release handle. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and works properly. The door itself, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Hinges, door hinges, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Door seals, inside and outside. Properly mounted and secured, not cut, cracked, or frayed. Then I'm going to go to my fire extinguisher. Properly mounted and secured. It's ABC, BC rated, fully charged, and in the green. In the side box, I have my three bidirectional triangles and my spare fuses. Steps, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and I see no debris. Battery box, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My battery wires, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or not cut, cracked, or frayed. All my nuts and bolts are present, and I see no corrosion. Depth tank, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Cap is on tight. I have my rubber grommet present. Fuel tank cap, properly mounted and secured. Rubber grommet is present. Cap is on tight. My reflective tape, properly mounted and secured, and visible. Fuel tank straps, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, cut, cracked, or frayed. Bushing, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My exhaust, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Clamp is present. I see no soot that indicates leaks. Catwalk steps, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I see no debris. Air lines and electrical lines, properly mounted and secured, not tangled, not dragging the catwalk, and I hear no leaks. My drive shaft, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not bent. There's no debris twisted around it. U-joints, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Torsion bar, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Frame, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. I see no illegal welds. Splash guard, a splash guard bracket, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Spring hanger, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My leaf spring, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not shifted or not missing. U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Shock absorber, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not leaking, not missing any nuts or bolts. Brake air lines, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, not cut, cracked, or frayed, and I hear no leaks. Brake chamber, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and I hear no leaks. My push rod, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and not bent. Slack adjuster, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and not missing any nuts and bolts. My brake drum and brake lining, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not worn dangerously thin, and I see no contaminants such as oil and grease. My tires, either bud tires or dual tires. Sidewalls not cut, cracked, or frayed. I see no bulges. I see no debris in between the bud spacing. My tread depth should be no less than 230 seconds. Tread should be worn evenly across. My tires are seated properly to the rim. The rim properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. No illegal welds. My bolt holes are behind my lug nuts. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. My lug nuts properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. None missing. I see no rust or shiny thread that indicates looseness. My hub. This is a seal hub. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not missing any nuts or bolts, and I see no leaks. Metal valve stand. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Cap is on the cap is on tight. I hear no leaks. If I need to add air, I will add 105 psi with an air pressure gauge. Airbag and airbag mount. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not cut, cracked, or frayed, and I hear no leaks. Mud flap and mud flap bracket. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not dragging the ground. DOT tape is present and visible. My four-way flashers, turn signal, and brake lights. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Lenses intact. Red in color. My DOT reflectors. Properly mounted and secured. Clear and visible. Coupling system. 10 parts. Trailer apron. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Kingpin. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not bent. And the locker jaws are fully enclosed around the shank. Skid plate. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. It is properly greased. Release arm. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. And it is in lock position with the safety latch around it. Platform. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not missing any hardware. Mount. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not missing any nuts or bolts. Locking pin. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. None missing, and they are in the lock position. Position. Position is for your landing gear will clear your trailer frame while making turns. Glad hands. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Not cut, cracked, or frayed. Rotor grommet is present and not dry rotted. Electrical lines. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, not cut, cracked, or frayed. I see it has no contaminants in it. Torsion bar. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. All right, part C. Header board. Properly mounted and secured. No bulges, and it will support my load. Marker lights. Properly mounted and secured. Not broke, cracked, or damaged. Lenses intact, amber in color. My overall condition of my trailer is good. I see no bulges, no holes, nothing that indicates my trailer is bad. DOT tape. Properly mounted and secured. Clear and visible, and it's more than 50% of the trailer. My trailer frame, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Cross members, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My floor, properly mounted and secured. I see no holes or anything to indicate that my floor is worn out. My landing gear support frame. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. My landing gear crank handle. Properly mounted and secured, not missing any nuts or bolts, and it's properly in the hanger. My landing gear legs. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not bent, and they are fully raised. Landing gear feet. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and I see no debris. Turn signal, four-way flasher, and marker light. Properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lenses intact, amber in color. A sliding rail, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. Locking pins, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, they're in the lock position. My locking pin release handle, properly mounted and secured, and is in the lock position. My leaf springs and leaf spring mounts, properly mounted and secured, not my leaf spring mounts are properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. My leaf springs, properly mounted and secured, none shifted, none missing. U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Brake air holes, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, not cut, cracked, or frayed, I hear no leaks. Brake chamber, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, I hear no leaks. Push rod, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not bent, and it should have no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. Slack adjuster, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. These have dust covers, but behind the dust covers are my brake lining and brake drum. They are properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not worn dangerously thin, and there should be no contaminants such as oil and grease. My tires, these are Bud tires again. They're properly mounted and secured, not no bulges, not broke, not cut, cracked, or frayed. There's nothing in between the Bud spacing. There should be no less than 2/32 of tread depth. They're worn evenly across. My tires are properly seated to the rim. My rim, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, no illegal welds. My lug nuts, properly mounted and secured, not missing any of them. I see no rust or no shiny threads or rust that indicates looseness. My hub, this is a seal hub, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Metal valve stem, properly mounted and secured. Metal valve stem and cap, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged. If I needed to add air, I would add 105 PSI with the air pressure gauge. Mud flap and mud flap bracket, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, and not dragging the ground. ABS light, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lenses intact, amber in color. Marker light, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lenses intact, red in color. I have my 3ID, 2 clearance lights, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lenses intact, red in color. I have my door hinges, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. My door release handle, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, door handle releases properly. DOT reflective tape, properly mounted and secured, clear and visible. My tail lights, turn signals, 4-way flashers, and brake lights, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, lenses intact, red in color. DOT bumper, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. My DOT reflective tape, properly mounted and secured, clear and visible. Tag light, properly mounted and secured, not broke, cracked, or damaged, clear in color, lenses intact.